Of the House. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. First of all, I was very pleased to announce the recess dates for the whole of the next academic year. This is one modernisation that I said I would bring in to give colleagues more certainty a year in advance, and I'm pleased that we've been able to announce those dates today. And as the House goes into recess next week, can I also join the Shadow Leader in thanking you, Madam Deputy Speaker, Mr Speaker, the other deputies and all the House staff for all the incredible work that you do for us all year round. And in the spirit of the Shadow Leader, can I also thank the Shadow Leader. Behind the scenes, we work closely on a number of boards and committees, and I always find his contributions to be valuable and considered, and I want to thank him for that. I also want to share his comments about Robert Gibbs, as he said, the Acting Director of Catering Services, who will be leaving the House after 25 years of service. He's definitely kept us all very well fed, perhaps at times too well fed, and I wish him all the best. Can I also just take this opportunity, Madam Deputy Speaker, to mention that I know many across the House are deeply concerned by the use of a super-reduction which had the effect of keeping important policy and government developments from this House. As Leader of the House of Commons, I am deeply uncomfortable and concerned that this situation continued for so long. We do have long-established mechanisms and committees able to scrutinise secret and sensitive information in such cases. And as the Prime Minister said yesterday, the previous government has got some serious questions to answer, including why the House was kept in the dark. And I look forward to the Defence Committee and other committees now looking into these issues. He asked me to answer his questions, which I'm always happy to do so when he wants to bring them forward to me. And he's raised some questions today about the Northern Ireland Legacy Act. And I think it's really important that these issues are discussed sensitively and we work together on them without raising the temperature or using irresponsible rhetoric about them, because we all have profound respect and owe a debt to our veterans. This is a complex situation and we need to resolve it. He might disagree with this, but the previous government's Legacy Act was found to be unlawful and unworkable and is now subject to further court action. And that means that currently no one is protected by it, and nor does it give people the justice that they want, because there would be so much legal uncertainty about the status of doing so. And that's why our priority is finding a way forward that gives veterans, survivors and communities confidence in this process. We will take our time to do this, and we will, of course, bring those updates regularly to the House as we consider them. Madam Deputy Speaker, if you'll forgive me, today marks the year anniversary of the first Labour King's Speech in 15 years. The story of our Labour government is told through the legislation we have brought in already. We are standing up for ordinary working people against the vested interests that hold our country back, giving people powers, new rights and opportunities, and making the powerful more accountable. This has already brought in real change and real life impacts, and I just thought the House might want to think about a few of those today. We've stopped water bosses taking bonuses for polluting our waters. We've brought South Western Railway back into public ownership with more to come. We've saved the jobs of steel workers in Scunthorpe. We've banned zombie knives and ninja swords, and soon off-road vehicles will be seized and crushed, and shoplifting once again taken seriously. We've put fans and communities back at the heart of our national game. We're ending no-fault evictions and ensuring renters have rights over their landlords. We're capping the cost of school uniforms and have introduced free breakfast clubs. And we've changed right to buy so councils can build more social homes. We're ensuring buses are run for people, not profits, and we've capped bus fares. We've increased the living wage and the national living wage, the biggest increase since it was introduced. And very soon we will see an end to exploitative zero-hours contracts, and it will be against the law to fire and rehire. And there is much more, but I will not go on. But it's also been a year, Madam Deputy Speaker, since my first business questions. And in that time, I've answered over 1,700 questions. I've had countless invitations to cafes and pubs, more of those please, and to sporting events and runs, kind of less of those, thank you very much. We've heard about the wonderful people and communities in all corners of our country that we're all here to represent. And there's healthy competition about who represents the most beautiful, most active, most charitable, most visited, worst connected, most congested constituency. But I'm sure colleagues will allow me to abuse my position at the dispatch box today, because obviously Manchester Central is the best constituency overall. And talking of which, I couldn't let this opportunity pass without telling the House that Manchester is buzzing right now with its bucket hats, its music, and even parkas in this hot weather, as we've all come together to celebrate the Oasis reunion. And as we say, Manchester vibes in the area. Let's not forget when Oasis were last performing at Heaton Park, it was under a Labour government. And the shadow leader invited me to give the House a few more groaning puns. So if he'll forgive me. Some might say this government has a master plan for change, of course. I know it's been a great year, not been a great year for the party opposite since their biggest election defeat in history, but perhaps they need to stop crying their heart out. Don't look back in anger and hope that reform fade away. Talking of which, last year we have seen reform come on the scene in the House of Commons. Some of their MPs have had better attendances than others. The honourable member for Clacton, as usual, is probably on a beach half a world away. Oh, no, and there's more. There's one last one. Come on, there's one last one. Let's hope this Labour government live forever.
Well, that was interesting. And to correct the record, Sussex Weald is the greatest constituency on earth. Perrin Moon.
Whereas, Madam Deputy Speaker, in Cornwall, the word Dretley means at some unspecified time in the future, a bit like manana. Now, I've learnt since arriving in this place that there's an equivalent parliamentary expression, in due course.